Starting at one of the seams, we're going to sew around the top of the bag where we've placed the pins. And now this is sewing the final layers together. Cut off those extra lengths if you shortened your straps. Cut off those bits. Okay, so this is what our bag's looking like now. What I also did was I trimmed any excess from sewing around the top of the bag, and I overlocked that really close to the seam. That part's up to you, but it gives a sort of neater finish to the bag. Now we're just going to press, just a general press around, especially around the top when we've been working. Sorry if the quality of the video has gone down a little bit, but it's night time now, so it's a bit harder to get a good looking video at night. Okay, so you will remember that we had our gap down the bottom of the bag, down the bottom of the lining. We left a gap when we were sewing, and that is so we could see our woven bag through it. Okay, what we're going to do now is pull the woven bag gently through the gap. And I always really like this part of bag making. It's like the butterfly emerges. It's really nice. Okay, so we pull the lining so that it turns itself the other way out, which is actually the right way out. And we will also give that a press as we go. Pressing always helps to give a more professional finish to your sewing. Okay, so now we have to sew our gap closed, and we can do that just by tucking our edges of the gap in, pinning them, and then sewing a straight line along there. Just a very simple straight line. Now if you're very particular about the inside of your bag, you can hand stitch that lining closed. I'm not so particular. I just sew across it with the sewing machine. I'm not going to show that part because then I'd have to move to another part of the house again. So once you have stitched that part, let's just say that I have, I'm going to tuck all the lining to the inside of the bag so that it's taking on the same shape as the outside of the bag. Tuck it all down nice and neat so that it goes to the very bottom. Press out those corners with your fingers and get it all nice like that. Now you can see that you can see our lining at the top a little. You can either leave that bit of lining sticking up a little as a sort of design feature or as a contrast, or you can press it down with your fingers, like pull it down so that it's not going to show. And this is another reason why we trim the bag on the inside, so that we can make this lining really settle. Okay, and press that. And do the same on the other side. And so you can see the lining. So we pull it down on the inside. Isn't this cool? We're nearly finished. It's actually going really fast. For me, anyway. Yep, pull that all down. And iron it. I'm actually going to stick mine over the end of my ironing board to do this step. It'll be easier. There, that's a bit better. You can see what's going on. Alright, so I've got a little rim of lining around there. I don't mind that. I think it sort of contrasts nicely. Just as long as it's pretty much the same all around. And around. Press it down as you go. You have to pay particular attention at the seams, because it's a bit bulkier there. Okay, we're almost there. So as a final step, and this is completely optional, you can sew around the top of that lining there, or around the top of the bag if you're not letting any lining show, all the way around, and that will really hold your lining in place. Or you can just leave it if you want, but the lining may start to sort of wriggle up and come away a little bit more, but that part is up to you.